And so when the Lord says, surely, or of course, when the psalmist says, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, of course, that's what it is. And you need to speak it. One of the things you need to learn how to do, just as I have always and would always want to try to do, is to speak it. And so goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. Amen. My name is Kokulumo. Welcome to Wake Up Africa.
Well, goodness and mercy will chase me all the days of
I like
my
that
life.
version.
Yeah, whether I like it or not.
Right.
Well, you're welcome. We always say, it is great conversations and one conversation at a time. It's the penultimate working day of the week, and I can't wait. It's like Friday is calling. I can't wait for that, for the weekends to come. But today there are lots of stuff that you want to get hooked on. If you're home, great. And if you're going out, My Dominion TV is your option, okay? And today we're going to be asking the doctor anything.
Right.
Anything, whatever bothers you, whatever it is that bothers. And today we're going to have two doctors in the house, two female doctors. Yeah, so if you have tired of talking to male doctors, talk to a female doctor today. And let's, help you deal with all your health challenges. Doctors are good with that. They're anointed for that. So, we had a discussion about why people don't want to employ the services of doctors. And
It's a blend.
Yeah,
There must be a blend. You love the anointing. You love miracle. It has to come through a vessel.
Exactly.
Sometimes directly, sometimes indirectly. Through these people, and so that's what it is. We're excited about that. Also coming up, we're going to be sharing with you news as it happens all over the world by way of wake up bars, and also our guests will also be joining us to share their thoughts by way of our news review segment. And so, as always, as a full bouquet is made for you. Probably might even open the phone lines to take your thoughts and your opinions on some of these things, and also how to ensure that there is good governance on the continent over Africa, most importantly, even here in Ghana.
All righty, let's settle for the weather, shall we?
I want to welcome you to Wake Up Africa Morning Show. If Africa has ever needed to wake up, it's now. I promise you that this Wake Up Africa Morning Show will impact your life. It will illuminate you. The Bible said that thy word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. You need this insight. You need the understanding required to make all the difference in all of our lives. I want you not just to tune in to the Wake Up Africa Morning Show, but I want you to be a sponsor. I want you to partner with us as we take this Wake Up Africa Morning Show, the inspiration it brings, the impact across all Africa, to homes, to individuals, impacting lives. Join us to make a difference. It is said and believed that in this life, what you do to change the life of others matters than what you acquire for yourself. It is believed that it's not what you have, what you possess that matters, but the difference you made in the life of others. I believe as you partner with Wake Up Africa Morning Show, you'll be joining us to make a difference in the life of so many people out there. Partner with us, and every time we touch a life, you are blessed. Every time we impact a family, you'll be remembered for good. God bless you. Looking forward to partnering with you and tuning in to Wake Up Africa Morning Show.
Right, partner with us, pray for us, and stay with us. Yeah, right, okay. Now let's get on with the weather. The weather man is waiting. Mr. Solomon, good morning.
Good morning, dear Ella, my precious one.
I hope you're well.
By God's grace, I'm doing good.
Fantastic. Tell us what to expect by way of weather report for today, and if possible, other parts of Africa, right, including Ghana.
All right, thank you very much. And let me first greet our cherished viewers and listeners of Wake Up Africa on Dominion TV this morning. It's the last but one day of the working week. Thursday, 29 days into the month of May 2025. Here we have the weather update from now till tomorrow morning over the entire country. It's going to be mostly cloudy over the entire country this morning due to a weak rainstorm and thick clouds propagating westward from Nigeria with mist and fog patches forming over the coastal, forest, and mountainous areas early hours of this morning. The coastal belts and parts of the northern sectors may experience light to moderate rainfall activities this morning. Also, a mix of sunny conditions with occasional cloud cover will prevail in the afternoon with isolated to scattered thunderstorms with rains over most parts of the country, especially the coastal and the middle sectors of the country late afternoon into the evening before or after 4 p.m. Yesterday, I alleged that the rainstorm skipped Accra a little slightly, but today it's most likely that Accra will be affected heavily today, so we shall be prepared. The state of the sea will be rough as usual, hence precautionary measures are advised, especially to our friends fisher folks. Temperatures will range from 24 degrees Celsius to 31 degrees Celsius over the coastal belts, 23 degrees Celsius to 34 degrees Celsius over the middle sectors, 22 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius over the transition sectors, 24 degrees Celsius to 36 degrees Celsius over the northern sectors of the country. So, Biadela, my precious one, this is how the weather will fare for us for the next 24 hours over the entire country. However, if should there be any major changes, I'll keep you updated. For our viewers and listeners, is very much aware. Thank you very much, Biadela, the precious one.
Thank you so much. Thank you, the weather prophet. Have a beautiful day, right? Okay, so there you have it. That's the weather for today. Should there be any changes, we will keep you updated. Let's get on celebrating birthdays. May is coming to an end, but the birthdays just won't cease. Happy birthday to these people.
It's your birthday. It's your day, one day out of 365. It's your day, one day out of 365. Happy birthday, ooh, to you. Happy birthday, yeah, to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, yeah. It's your birthday. It's your day, one day out of 365. It's your day, one day out of 365. Happy birthday, ooh, to you. Happy birthday, yeah, to you. Happy birthday to you.
Okay. Happy birthday to all these amazing people. God bless you. May your new year be filled with so much laughter. Coco, you have some special birthday?
Yes, I do. And if the doctors come, ask them, I don't know if it's old age. These days when I laugh a bit, then I'm teary.
Really?
I think
I laugh again,
I'm aging quickly. I don't know what's happening.
No, the things that you have grilled.
You are making my matter worse. Sorry, I discussed it with you. Anyway, happy birthday to these guys. Kweku Malika, of course. Mr. Agbeli, officer, good morning to you. Of course, happy birthday to you as well. Quite a number of them again. Oh, my word. Joyce Sena Uncle is also celebrating birthday. Kwesi Nimo Jr. of the Africa Education Watch, the think tank. Today's your birthday as well. Of course, today is also your birthday. Albert Achusera, of course, your twin sister as well, Alberta. And so happy birthday to all of you. Make sure you celebrate and also thank God for your life. And so these are birthday wishes to my friends. I don't know what you are laughing at.
No, I'm just admiring you.
Oh, admiring.
We're waiting for some news on international and local scene by way of Wake Up Buzz. But even before the Wake Up Buzz, you has a new name.
Yes. Are you
cool with that? I don't know.
I just think that this is my candid opinion. Nothing that represents the station. I just think that Professor John Evans, the Tamils, would not have been excited about it.
Well, because of the kind of person that he was. Yeah. But
I hear there's a special birthday, right?
Oh, there's a special birthday? Yay! Who is celebrating birthday specially? Oh, okay. Nane Kuya gift here, Sante. You're pretty, oh. Wow. Girl, curved out nice. Nane Kuya gift here, Sante. Happy birthday to you, okay?
And
may the Lord
Kelvin.
Bless you. Yeah, Kelvin. Oh, is that Kelvin's boo-boo?
So, Kelvin from MCR.
Shit. Wow.
Right. So
she's
happy birthday. Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She is.
Wow, Kelvin. Unim jom.
But you don't know who she is to Kelvin.
Hey, wait, who is she to Kelvin?
So relax before you create problems in the family.
I know, right?
Family house. So disclaimer, it's not the wife. It's an acquaintance.
Forgive me.
So as we were talking, the Professor Tamils thing, clearly, I'm not sure. He's not one of those people who will be excited. Just like you find, even if look, the late J.J. Rollins was not excited about that. Huh? How much more Professor John Evans Mills? These people are not your
regular.
Name this after me. No.
But I get it. But even if the person take you, for instance, I don't know, because we're on TV, but you've been really good to me. You've been a good friend. You've been a brother. And some of the things when I read something online, I'm like, if Koku hears this, eye-catching it, because I'm able to tell where your interest is.
Yes.
So the man actually spoke about the fact that he was going to, build a university that was going, for all these allied sciences and all of that. And when he came to power, he actually accomplished that. And people felt like, okay, why not? Let's just name it after him. I know the person might not like it. But what about the gesture? Is it okay? Or you think it's just overrated?
Well, also because of the way it was done in previous administrations, as though it was a clamor for it
waters down,
the relevance.
That's very true.
My difficulty in appreciating this, it's some way.
And I was also thinking, so if there's a new government, would it change?
Yeah. Legislate it, maybe, or the executive power. So executive orders instruments can clear that off. So let's see how it goes.
Anyway.
Right. All righty. Let's get into some news. Let's share some headlines with you, right? By way of Wake Up Buzz.
The one case that never ends. Suspended CJ's injunction application unanimously dismissed by the Supreme Court.
Right. So, obviously, yesterday, both the plaintiffs and the defendants, if you like, all suffered unanimous decisions, or if you like, defeats, or if you like, rulings. But the ruling was delivered a few hours after her supplementary affidavit was also struck out unanimously by the court. A bit of background to all of you. Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tokono on May 21st filed an application at the Supreme Court seeking to restrain a committee set up by President John Mahama to investigate petitions seeking her removal from office. In the suit, she requested an interlocutory injunction to halt all proceedings of the committee pending the final determination, and so on and on it went. And so all of that has been taken off. One of the points that I'm sure the defendants made was that I think they sought through the Deputy Attorney General to see some of these things, because when you keep bringing it out, right? And I thought I found sense in that. When you keep bringing these issues out, it ceases to be in camera. Mm-hmm. Now we know what's happening there. Mm-hmm. Whether somebody frowned, you say somebody frowned at me. Somebody closed the door, banged the door, and of course, it disturbed my eardrum. Yeah. Now you are telling us, in effect, using a way to tell us what's happening in there. So Deputy Attorney General said, you know what, please, let it stop and all of that. I thought it made this should have been in camera, and then we don't even know what happened, whether she's sacked indeed, whether she's kept, we are off. And then this would have been, and that's what the framers of the Constitution thought. Okay. So that nobody's embarrassed and all of that, right? But we wish her all the best, just as we wish the country the best as well.
Yeah, to the UHA story, Education Ministry renames University of Health and Allied Sciences after late Professor John Evans Attamills.
Yeah, I think we talked about it already.
Yeah.
Wish them all the best. Let's see how it goes in the coming days as well.
Only in Kaswa. Kaswa traders clash with task force and 4 injured. I mean, there were a lot of, resistance, but we didn't hear news this deep. But in Kaswa, so 4 people, it's 1 trader and 3 of the task force people. What means that the traders overpowered the task force people just because they won't agree. Look, why are you taking my store? Why are you removing the canopy? Why are you doing that? So the police had to come in. It caused a huge traffic. Some of my friends actually called me and they were literally slept in traffic.
So how many of the task force were in? Is it how many people? 3
of them, and then one of the traders was also injured. But the police brought calm to the place. Yeah, and then the exercise continued. It's just a demolition exercise that they wouldn't let it go without a fight.
Because they are better than those other areas?
Oh, it's not that they're better.
Right.
They just felt like,
no.
Look, this is where I find. It's not. I'm just telling you what they felt.
I'm also telling you what must be done.
What must be felt.
Exactly. What must be done. It's just like people going to call thugs and others to come and attack those who are demolishing their houses at the Ramsar site.
Yeah.
So everybody must call thugs and all of that. So
right.
If it is lawful, if we are informed and notified days or months before, why not?
And you even saw it happen in Accra.
Yes.
So you should just agree. Kaswa people, please, let's breathe.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So there it is. Good morning, NEK. Yeah.
Well, NEK is the ambassador for Kaswa.
Yes, he's the ambassador for Kaswa people. Police arrest 10 foreign nationals for alleged cybercrime activities. Well, this is not strange. I think that somewhere last year, a friend of mine was telling me about how all these cybercrimes companies just sort of found their way into Ghana from Nigeria and all these other African countries. They set up shop. They do whatever they want to do, lots of computers, phones, and they scam people like real deal. It's not even a joke. So I'm actually happy about this arrest.
There are more.
Yeah,
there are
more to come.
There are more.
I think there are more Malaysians and Chinese.
There are more. They find what excites our young people. These things, cyber crimes, illegal mining, all of that.
Yeah.
It excites some of our youthful population. And so
isn't it amazing how
they bring money and give you
more, right?
They can gain more. And
Is this not the exact same thing that happened during, before colonization?
Absolutely, in a different form.
Oh my God.
In a different form. Anyway, so these are scrupulous human beings who, not these people though, who engage these young people should be careful.
Yeah, they should be. Occupants of church built on Lashibi Ramsey site giving 1 week to pack out before demolition. So they agreed that they have to leave. The church has been there for like 5 years and over. And so, yes, they said they were actually planning to leave about 3 years ago when a similar exercise was carried out. But they realized that the people died, so they stayed.
House of Gilgal.
Yes.
Prayer ministry.
There's fire on the
mountain.
On the billboards. The way it touched them, you just bend.
Yeah.
But that's, it's good that they're doing the right thing. So we're giving them a week, pack out nicely, let's raise down the structure, probably to give you another opportunity to build a bigger one or a better one. Why not?
Question on these things is, now that they filled the place to be able to sustain the foundation, what happens to the reclamation efforts?
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm here thinking, how do we reclaim the Ramsar site for which it was left? It was left so that when water comes there, it goes down so people it doesn't.
I thought about that too.
Yeah, so what do we do beyond that? And also I heard the news, the regional minister, Greater Accra regional minister says, the chiefs who took monies from these occupants to sell these lands must be the ones to compensate. And I agree.
Yeah.
They should go and line up in their houses and get their monies. Because the chiefs, these are very, I don't know how to describe it, but we cannot continue to do this.
Yeah.
We cannot continue to do this. We're in a country
it is what it is.
These are Ghana. These are old people. These are not young people. Old people who are doing
authority.
this. Who are doing this to us.
Authority.
Yeah. Those who saw the Nkrumah days. Those who saw the better days of Ghana. Those who took part in it. Those who went to school with nothing, but were giving sardines, were giving Ghana-made sardines and all of that.
Yeah. Went to dining hall in uni.
Exactly. Went to sleep on beds for free.
Oh my God.
They are the ones doing this to us. It's sad. It's a very sad thing. Yeah.
Anyway. Right, so NACOC intercept 20-foot container full of tramadol at Tema Port. When I heard this yesterday, I died.
20-foot container.
It's not bags, not poly bags.
Of tramadol.
And that exceeds actually what the Ghana Health Service would for want of better word, buy, from the market to use. And so where is that going to? Remember we had a conversation yesterday about all these tobacco products coupled with all these other things that are coming. Who actually ordered these things?
At this point, will be shrouded in a lot of secrecy unless you go to do a lot of checks to find whose container it was. But it's sad. Hey, Ghana. Mirua ho, like I'm sad. In tree, I'm sad. I'm sad in tree.
Is what?
I won't say it. Thank you. I won't dare say it with that facial expression.
I've closed. What?
Oh my gosh. Anyways, let's go to some of the story, shall we? On that Miraho issue.
The least said the better. Mahama revokes appointment. Well, I saw this. I don't know. But okay. Mahama revokes appointment of Anisan Sadali as National Health Insurance Authority board member. Professor Ernest York replaces her. So I don't know what. checks and balances didn't we get right? What is the criteria for?
That's what the president has to do, and is huge. The task is huge. So the president will not know everyone. So we are relying not only, even the ministry has a lot of agencies who have, the place have to be filled with appointees and even board members. So they have to rely on either the party apparatchiks, they have to rely on people connected to these health, whatever, to be able to tell. So the onus lies on some of these confidants to be able to do the right thing or due diligence. For instance, if I start quoting some, or start throwing some law jargons around, and then I tell you that, oh, I did my so and so online in the University of so and so in the UK or the US.
Was conferred on you.
Unless there's a time where you have to check certificates,
right? You
wouldn't know that it's a lie or it's truth. So that is what it is, and people have praised, even his greatest critics have praised him for doing the right thing. The president, I mean, for revoking the appointment and all of that.
You see, that reminds me of a series I was watching, Suit. Right?
Yes.
So there's a gentleman in there, he was just really good, but never really attended Harvard.
Exactly, right. But you don't say you are a lawyer. So in that case, either,
you're understudying a lawyer or
an
something.
Assistant and all of that.
Yeah.
So,
well.
Now it also raises concerns of whether or not you have to prosecute. Because you peddled falsehood. So it raises a lot of concerns. You told us you are a doctor, you are not. Yeah, so there are a lot of angles to it. So you can take the matter up now. Yeah, take the matter up.
Let's be true to ourselves then.
I don't know how somebody will feel if it is true that she's not really until she proves it.
Well, I've met a lot of people who, especially ladies, who didn't have the chance to probably attend somewhere as simple as Legon, University of Ghana.
But they
come up, I mean, uni.
Okay.
Yeah, we met on campus. Oh yeah. So all of that. They have roommates. I mean, because they patch. You get what I mean?
And they never went to the school.
They never went to the school. Charlie, it's not strange. You ask two people, you get one person to tell you that. So it is what it is.
All righty, that's for the local news. Let's do some international news now.
U.S. halts new student visa interviews amid plan to expand social media checks.
So the United States government has instructed U.S. embassy or the embassies worldwide to stop scheduling new student visa interviews, citing plans to tighten social media screening for international applicants.
Yeah.
The State Department memo indicates that embassies and consulates should remove unscheduled appointments for students and exchange the visitor visas. Interviews already on the calendar will proceed. The halt remains in effect until new guidance is issued. Officials say the move is part of a broader strategy to increase social media vetting of applicants. Details on what the new checks would include have not been made public. So the shift comes as former President Donald Trump. President Donald Trump. Here, the wrote former President Donald Trump intensified pressure on U.S. universities, accusing them of permitting anti-Semitic behavior under the guise of pro-Palestinian activism. And so that's by African News. That's on the African News portal. Clearly, he stated it. But I don't know. It's just about telling the people to do due diligence. Vet them by cross-checking their social media pages. Let that be priority. So you don't have to halt.
Process.
But it's Donald Trump. He's showing us the way.
That's what Donald wants.
Yes. So he's showing us the way. So we pray for. There are people who have applied, have not even gotten
dates.
And they've been bounced. They were trying to apply again. Here we are. Here we are, Donald Trump.
Yeah, well. So China's BYD, have you seen that vehicle? The BYD vehicles, yeah. Races ahead of Tesla for the first time in Europe.
So Tesla sales across Europe plunged by half last month, even as growth in the electric car market picked up pace, according to the data released Tuesday. The numbers are the latest indication of how much the Tesla brand is suffering because of the backlash against billionaire CEO Elon Musk over his far-right views. Yeah. So you find a lot of people coming in to muddy the waters for them and all of that. So wish him all the best. Wish China's BYD all the best as well.
Yeah, so South Africa offers to buy LNG in trade deal proposal to the US. Yeah.
President John Dramani Mahama had things to say about
that.
About that particular meeting. So it's an insult to Africans. You see what I was saying there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually watched the video. I mean, the fact that the people couldn't even watch themselves, they just had to turn their back to the screen.
That's embarrassing. That's a precedent. Yeah.
Well,
chaos erupts as Palestinians pick up aid at distribution center in Rafah.
Kenyan president apologizes to Tanzania over deportation rule.
There being some international rule between these two countries, Tanzania and Kenya. Even their parliament, they'll get up and the debate was we are better than Kenya and Tanzania and all. So people go online to show how they are better than they were. Right. Africa, we focus on a lot of things. Anyways.
Yeah, and migrant bodies found in boat wash ashore on Caribbean island. So there it is. I think that's the last story. Oh, okay. So the very last one. Namibia honors victims of colonial genocide as reparation calls grow. So yeah, there it is. No, that's not that. I thought that was the president.
No.
Yeah, so that's it by way of Wake Up Buzz, keeping you updated on international and local news.
Yeah.
Shall we take a turn?
Yeah, so but that reparation thing, I think I would want to have a discussion on that. I like what, I don't know if it's the current administration or if it was a voice, a united voice by the AU to say that it's not necessarily about giving us what you came to take from us, because we cannot quantify it. It will be cheapened to say that what you came to how you took, then as many as our people you took from here, you should pay us for them. So forgiveness, right? We forgive you. But our brothers and sisters over there, you must make sure that they didn't come there. You took them there.
Yeah.
So treat them well. That's the reparation for me. But I want to have a conversation on it. People from the diaspora, international relations experts, and all of that could, give very sound, thoughts to it. I'm interested in that to understand what exactly Africa needs or the world needs as far as reparation is concerned. All right. Well, we'll take a break here. When we come back, my guys will come through. The men will join us. Let's talk about the news, shall we?
I decree today that the power of God that is coming upon your life, no enemy will touch you and go free.
Experience the power. Take dominion.
Say in the name of Jesus. I prophesy. Doors of favor.
Action Chapel's Dominion Hour. Now, live this and every Thursday on Dominion TV.
And from today, you will be stronger than any enemy. Praise God, it's good to be with you. And I'm Archbishop Nick, and today I feel very strongly impressed by the Spirit of God to share with you reasons for putting together some of these books and materials that I believe will impact your life, like understanding the prophetic. I believe that one of the reasons why the prophetic has come under a lot of attack and under a lot of confusion all across the nations of the world is because of lack of understanding. One of the main things through my observation over the years and the decades in ministry is the misunderstanding between the office and the functions of Old Testament prophets and New Testament prophets. Now, under the Old Testament prophet, because the Holy Spirit hadn't then been given, we were led and directed by prophets under the Old Testament dispensation. In the New Testament dispensation, primarily, we are led by the inner witness and by the Holy Spirit. The Bible says, for as many as are led by the Spirit of God are the sons of God. And so I put together this material to help you see and understand the difference between Old Testament prophets and New Testament prophet. With this understanding, you will have illumination, clarity, and it will remove every misunderstanding. Whenever you see misunderstanding, is lack of understanding. So understanding has the ability to dismiss misunderstanding. I want you to get hold of this book, Understanding the Prophetic. It will dismiss every misunderstanding, confusion, and doubt you have about the prophetic. The prophetic is real. I'm a product of the prophetic. Please get this book of Understanding the Prophetic. It will bless you. God bless you. Bible says, buy the truth and sell it not. God bless you.
Yo, fam, it's that time again. Finals. Oh, yeah. GOtv, let's go.
Final.
GOtv, this is too big. The Premier League, La Liga, Champions League, FA Cup, Europa, and more. Finals. Stay connected to catch all the biggest football finals with your best football friend. GOtv, love it.
I wanted to make it a surprise.
Why?
I knew the dramatic appearance would excite everyone.
I've been looking for you for a very long time.
Why are you so intimidating?
But just complain that I'm fat.
But you are fat.
Here is my son.
Give me what I want and I will set you free.
Stop! Jesus has set me free.
Yes, Lord.
Hooray! Dominion TV is now also a digital terrestrial free-to-air channel. This means you can watch us in Ghana from your digital TV without any subscription. Just rescan your channels on your digital TV to access it. How? On your digital TV, press the menu or settings button and choose auto tuning, auto search, or the appropriate options to scan your channels and look for Dominion TV. Enjoy some of Africa's best Christian lifestyle programming from Dominion TV.
It's time for the main event. This is incredible. He has written it, and the dream lives on. I cannot believe it.
Stay
connected to DStv this April and May and get all the football finals you want.
And thanks very much for coming by and staying by. Thank you very much. This Wake Up Africa. It's live on Dominion TV, live on all our socials, my Dominion TV. Just check us, drop your comments. At least now we have a single man who cooks and a married man who cooks, who goes to the market and cooks. And so that is why I want to, just as I'm doing for them, also help you to get, when you get into the market, one thing you want to look out for is the Gino tomato mix. It's thick, it's red, and it's rich, just the way you like it. Gino tomato mix is your go-to for the unique blend of tomato concentrate, fiber, and essential vitamins that make every meal pop up with flavor and color. It's also enriched with vitamin A, D3, fiber, and zinc, treating your family to tasty and delicious meal. And so with Gino tomato mix, you can never go wrong. And so go on and make the next meal with unforgettable, thick, red, rich Gino tomato mix because Gino truly, truly, truly cares. And so anytime you want any tomato mix, you know where to go. Gino tomato mix, right, is to do. The Bank Hospital is also proud to be associated with the Wake Up Africa morning show. For all your medical needs, visit the Bank Hospital, where care meets excellence. You can find them at cantonments near Nafti in Accra. The Bank Hospital, your trusted partner for quality healthcare. Call them on 0302 739 373, right? And so let's meet at the Bank Hospital, especially anytime you feel something is wrong with you medically. Righty, so my guests are seated. Dr. Piakubi, Dr. Justice Piakubi. We'll leave the rest of the names for later, especially when we have elevated him to the professor status. And so, Dr. Justice Piakubi is a development expert and also the Dean for Dominion Theological Seminary. Also, there is a forensic scientist here and also leader of Next Gen at Action Chapel International, Pastor Bernard Adi, Pastor Buddy, who joins me as well. Thank you very much, men.
Thank you very much.
Very, very, very welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome to the set.
I think before we start, maybe I have to quickly apologize to our viewers.
Why?
When I'm trying to put the thing on silent.
Oh, we didn't know it was you.
Rather,
you see, you thought it's Bonibia, it's me.
Yeah.
Now, you see,
so viewers, since you don't know it was me, I turned it to.
I take up. You know, when you're with your parents and something bad happens, it's you.
I know. Anyways, but I hope all is well with you, you men.
Yeah.
And we're on. Let's get on, right?
Yeah.
Let me start off with. Okay, so let's do the very first story, and that largely has to do with. But let me start off with the Professor Evans Mills,
yes.
the name given to the University of Health and Allied Sciences, and. The minister has decided to rename.
Wow, that's UHAS?
Yes, that's UHAS. They have two campuses, actually.
So nice.
They have two campuses.
I've never been there, you know.
Yes, I would have to take you on a tour.
Oh, yeah. Who is on top of my bucket list for this.
Yeah, you've not been to.
Yeah. I'm an honorary self-appointed honorary member of the Volta region.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Then you're not pronouncing it well.
Volta region.
Volta region.
I see. So, I mean, what do you think about that, though?
Okay, I was very happy, actually, that at least, you know, he started the thing, if I'm not mistaken. So, for
2011.
And Prof. Atamils is somebody that I really, really wish that he would be honored one way or the other.
Right.
So I was very happy. My only concern was the fact that in Ghana, when a party comes, he change the name and they put another hand. So I'm really hoping that they will make politics out of it, because the man deserves it. He deserves it. So I'm really praying that, please, MPP, CPP, UPP, all the peace, please.
When you come.
Just only for this one, they should leave it, because the man actually is a man that we need to honor him. To me, it wasn't just the university. I was longing for anything, and I think rightfully so when it's something that he actually did it. So I'm grateful.
You know, they wanted to name that particular place after Ephraim Mamu.
Okay.
Yes, but the Asogli states felt like because
Ephraim Mamu is an in-law, or where's he from?
No, Peki.
But what's the difference?
Okay, so the people felt like the traditional area who gave out the land and all of that, the support, felt like at least there are other people around as well who could have deserved it. And so,
like who? Other people like who? Did they bring any names?
I can't remember
like
the names. No,
right?
so now that Professor Mills's name has come, maybe that because he was a former president, maybe because I've not heard any opposition.
Right. Yeah. I mean, all the school is in full support, and rightfully so. Professor Mills, this was his brainchild. He envisioned it. Yes. He established it. He made sure all the things were done, and it was established by an act of parliament in 2011. Right. And Professor Mills is an academic himself. You know, he's a professor. You know, and he taught for a long time, became, I think, the GRA commissioner also. He was a vice president, then a president. I mean, he's done so much for this country. And he also was in politics at a very sensitive time when the election petition was going on. And, you know, he was also known as Asumjehine, if you will remember, because he was so soft-spoken. Yes. But he was very firm. Yes. And there are so many things that we can credit to him. Romantic too. There are so many things we can credit to him. And we don't give him nearly enough credits as he deserves. So I think this is in the right direction. KNUST used to be called University of Science and Technology. And then it was named after Kwame Nkrumah after, you know, some time, because we all know it was his brainchild and everything. So I think this is also a step in the right direction. I also remember there was, I don't know if it was successful though, an attempt to rename UDS after Rollins.
No.
Then they were trying.
But I think, was he alive at the time?
I think he was.
He said no.
He said no. Hey, Rollins. Papa
So
G.
I said earlier that if Professor Mills were to be alive,
he would have said no.
He would have said no. You will not even moot that idea. It will not even come out. That's who the man is.
So now that Rollins is dead, can we just name it after him?
No, once he said no, let's not try it again.
Or his daughter will stand before him
not
and say
necessarily, but I mean, the man says, I don't need any of those. So
but he deserves to be honored though.
Yeah.
He deserves to be honored. I mean, I think I'm also looking forward to a time President Kufuor, things will be named after President, before he checks out, really. Because I believe in honoring people while they are still around. Than, you know, when Professor Mills is his family that will say, oh, well, we thank you for the honor and so on. But President Kufuor is still alive. You know, President Kufuor, what he has done for this country, I don't know if we realize it. He came in right after President Rollins. The economy was a bit fragile. He restored it to the best we've ever seen. We always reference that time. The dollar was whatever, 1 cedi was $1. You know, we always reference that time. Took us to HIPIC, brought us out, did the cedi redenomination, gave Ghana a new, you know, facelift kind of thing. Between him and Professor Atamils, if we had a chain of presidents like that, like Professor Atamils, President Kufuor, if we had a chain of presidents like that till now, I think would have been far gone. You know, so I believe, all things considered, we should try and honor President Kufuor before he checks out, while he's still alive.
For me, my problem with that is that, though I really want President Kufuor to be honored, and especially even President Kufuor, if we don't take care, we are going to be honoring all the past presidents.
Right.
Because Ghana will like politics too much. It will come to a time that, because President Kufuor seriously deserved. I wasn't in the country.
Around that time.
Yeah.
I was.
I never experienced this thing. But Kufuor's government, But guys, how you are proud of being a Ghanaian those times. Yes. Yeah, it was serious. So, especially among the Africans. I didn't know what was going on here in Ghana. But maybe they exaggerated some of them. So much so that even I went to US Embassy. And the American guy who was interviewing me was talking about Ghana.
I reserve my comment.
And I think, and I think...
But I'm the host, I said.
And I think that time also it was I think as around the same time also Kofi Annan was also around.
Exactly.
So it made a thing. I remember the American guy was saying, hey, so you know Kofi Annan? I said, oh, Kofi means he was born on Friday. So I mean that's how the whole conversation.
One of the things that I think we enjoyed at the time was
the way you are smiling and kind of I think we better still reserve your comments.
Was the seamless changeover. What Rawlings did after becoming a civilian, and says, "I'm not going to go again," and let it for it blew everybody's mind because a lot of people were expecting
him to hold on
to still hold on. So that it made our democratic credentials shoot up.
Yes.
So the name Ghana was on the lips of a lot of people. So he enjoyed that goodwill. And that's what came with the government. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I just wanted to point out what shots Ghana up into the minds of a lot of people.
I agree. And it was President Rawlings' time that the Constitution was framed and gazetted and all that. You know, so he being a military leader, transitioning to a civilian leader, making sure there was a constitution that made sure he was out when he was supposed to be out. And when the time was due, he said, look, the constitution says I'm leaving. You know, for me, that alone is one of the reasons we should really honor him, because we look around our neighboring countries, some very close to our noses, it's time for them to leave and they're like, nah, I'm not leaving. You know, if I leave now, it's too fragile. You know, they cite so many reasons and they hang on to power. Africa is notorious for having civilian presidents who want to create dynasties. You know, just right here, you know, in our Eastern Corridor, we have a particular family ruling for a very long time.
Yet, when there are seemingly military takeovers, they shout.
Exactly.
They want to create dynasties, but when military takes over,
they say there's
no.
a problem.
Meanwhile, democratically, you have taken over some of the government. And so, for me, the thought, but I would have to say that, do things to etch your name in the hearts,
of
people, rather.
Exactly.
I'm not sure a lot of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, even if we were not to name anything after him, his name will forever be in the minds of people.
The way the foreigners actually call his name, it makes it Nkrumah.
Everyone. I say, even if we don't sell anything, we can reserve our gold, oil, and every other thing. The name Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, if we sell it, will bring us a lot of money.
It's not just in Ghana, everywhere in Africa. It's celebrated. We love it.
Anyways, so away from that, let's go to the suspended CJ's injunction.
Oh, man.
Yeah, is it not getting...
it's getting a bit too long.
Yeah, I know.
Getting a bit too long.
But hey, we have to just talk about it, give information out for you. The suspended Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo has suffered yet another defeat in an attempt to halt proceedings by the 5-member committee set up to probe the 3 petitions seeking her removal. On Wednesday, May 28, the Supreme Court unanimously dismissed injunction application against the committee. The ruling was delivered a few hours after the supplementary affidavit was struck out unanimously by the court. I gave a background earlier. On the May 21st, filed an application at the Supreme Court seeking to restrain committee set up by President John Dramani Mahama to investigate petitions seeking her removal from office. In a suit, she requested an interlocutory injunction to halt all proceedings of the committee pending the final determination of the case. According to the court document, the Chief Justice wanted the Supreme Court to issue an order restraining the 6-member committee as composed by the names. The application also sought to bar justices Pomang Adibo Siedu from presiding or participating in any deliberations of the committee. Further, the Chief Justice was also seeking or asking the court to suspend the operation of the warrant of her suspension issued by the President and the Article 14610 of the Constitution until a final determination is made on the matter. Other legal actions taken by some individuals and group at the Supreme Court against the processes so far by the committee have been dismissed. The case that the Deputy Attorney General I was making earlier was that he says that if we don't stop these, we might end up hearing everything that comes, that is happening at the committee through injunctions,
right,
through cases that are filed in court. What do you think?
My mother or my auntie rather, because I'm not that young. I don't really know his end games or her end games, because
she's fighting for her right.
Yeah, but
that's according to the lawyer.
Yeah, but time is running out. Let me give you an example, a scenario I gave yesterday in a different TV station. You are playing a football match. It's a very serious one for that matter. It's 89th minute. You are losing 1-0. The opponent hits you. The referee didn't give you the foul. And you are still lying down, doing your leg like that. Time is running out. And whether this woman knows it or not, time is running out.
What kind of analogy?
Time is running out. This is not a time you see your own players come say, Basa, get up. Let's continue to play the game.
Yellow card.
No, you can't. There are some rights you just, like for example, the prima facie right, this thing didn't go through right, whatever. If they let it go through the process that you want, will it change anything?
What do you say to people who say, indeed, according to they themselves, they understand the phenomenon of the wheels of justice grind slowly. So if these particular ones are dismissed, the other ones that could be admitted in court?
Let's say that even it wasn't dismissed, you are being suspended. The old man, Bafuboni, is still reigning. He will reign and go retirement. Somebody will replace. It will come to a time that even if you win the thing, you won't even have the face to go there in the first place. Right. So I don't really know what she's fighting for right now. If I were her, I would just go quietly.
Because that would be admitting guilt and also...
The fact of the matter is that when the policeman say he will catch you, when the referee said he won't get you the foul, you can lift your leg.
Dr. Piaku brought it back again.
Can catch your leg and wave it.
But you know why? Because Chelsea, we won the cup yesterday.
I knew he'd go there. He has one blue. Didn't you see his one blue?
When we are finishing...
Did you know why?
That's why.
Blue is the color.
Okay, fine. When we finish, we'll talk about that, because they should be ashamed of themselves.
Oh, why?
Well, no, but when we finish...
Battered the Betis people, they pounded them like
Betis. You fine. When we finish, we'll talk. So let's go on the CJ. Let's go on the CJ. Let's go on the CJ.
Okay.
Let's go.
He's wearing Betis also green.
You're Betis sympathizer. You're playing against yesterday. Sorry for you. I'm so sorry for you. Say hi to Anthony for me. So that's for the CJ's case. She's filed, if I cannot count off the top of my head, like 4.
People have said vicariously through also, if you like, Vincent Assefa, because the council. No, I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying, but it's not clearly because her name is not there.
Yes.
Yeah, but
anyway, the first one that she filed, she said, the people that had been, it was actually the Attorney General,
right,
that was trying to counter the subpoena that they were served.
Right.
The writ.
Yes.
The defendants in the writ. He said, well, there's no need for you to add the Attorney General and the members of the committee as respondents.
Yes.
It wasn't necessary.
Yes.
But the court ruled in favor of Madam Tokonu in that case.
Yes.
Or that one there, we won't talk about it.
I see. Okay, fine. Yes.
So she won in that case because Governor Dami made the case that
earlier.
He said there are certain reliefs that they are targeting directly at those particular people. And so they must necessarily be respondents in that rate. And the Supreme Court agreed that they should be there. But, I mean, compared to the losses, I think that's a very small win. In fact, it's not even a win at all. Then she moved to injunct the committee to halt or slow their process. The Supreme Court said no. And one of the reasons she cited through her lawyers was that one of the petitioners, Daniel Ofori, the businessman who went neck to neck with EcoBank, Justice Siedu ruled in favor of in his favor, and he's part of the committee. And Justice Bafuboni said, so he brought a case to court. On the merits of the case, it was judged. It went in his favor. How does that play into any of this? And Justice Johnny Kolendi echoed the same sentiment. He was like, okay, I don't understand what you are getting at. Somebody came to court, they won the case. It so happens that this man is and you are the one who even empaneled him. So what we didn't know. We didn't ever know that there will come a time where you'll be in trouble and he's going to be on a court. I mean, what are you even trying to get at? So as for that one, it was I mean, even a normal person can tell that this one there's no merit to it. Then she went further to now move for the dissolution of the committee. Cries like, please dissolve it, cry. And unanimously, it didn't even take 1 hour. If it was within minutes, they came and said, please, all these things are done in accordance with the Constitution. So I don't think that this thing. Then now she says she wants to waive her rights to in-camera proceedings. And the response to that was, it's not a right. The Constitution says it shall be held in camera. It's not a right. Yes. If it's not right, you can't even come and talk about waiver. If I have the rights to privacy of property, and the police people come in, they say, don't search my property, and I say, well, I have nothing to hide. I waive that right, and then you come in. That's me waiving my rights to privacy. But if this is a constitutional mandate, and there was a case that the Supreme Court ruled on, I've forgotten the title of the case, where the Supreme Court said that it was mandatory for the proceedings of the removal of judges to be in camera. So that one too was struck out. Then she came again. She said this time around, she's been manhandled. When she went, it was a man that searched there. You know, her basic human rights are being violated. Then that one too was debunked. Another claim that
the man touched her inappropriately or something.
That the man was the one being searched. You know, even in the armed forces, women search women, men search men.
Oh, okay.
You know, and the man searched her. So she feels like, it's a bit too.
Then.
It is an allegation. We don't know whether it's true or not. And again, yesterday I was listening to PM Express, and what's his name now? The Edujita Maklo, the legal head for NDC said, I didn't even know this. He said it, and then it was substantiated by Frank Davis, the MPP legal head of legal. He said the lead lawyer for Madam Tokunu is Ayikwe Otu, the respected Ayikwe Otu. He wouldn't stand for that to be done to his clients. It's not going to be possible. And again, another allegation was that the legal team of Madam Tokunu had been barred from bringing gadgets to the committee hearing. That they don't want them to bring laptops and phones, but the prosecution was allowed. The AGs people were allowed. Again, Professor Ikotu will not. He will not. Am I even pronouncing it?
Ikotu.
Yeah. He will not allow that. And it's not. It doesn't sound well. It doesn't sound right. So I think she's bringing case after case after case, and it is very clear to see that these cases will not go far. Then the affidavit that she filed was to address some things that happened during the committee sitting. And the court was of the opinion that if we address this thing, we'll have to discuss matters that are supposed to be in camera. So for that sole reason, we will not even accept the affidavit. We won't even open it to see what is inside. Because the thing is supposed to be discreet. If you come and we start addressing issues pertaining to that discrete issue, we will have to discuss it in an open court. It defeats the whole process. It's counterintuitive. So no, we are not going to discuss it. Honestly, I think, and for the first time, she came to court herself. You know, previously it was Mr. Tokunu that will come and but she has a good marriage or a good relationship with her husband. You know, she will hold his hand. They'll be chatting inside the court, and you know, they look well.
Now you are talking. It's for being a marriage counselor, I've come to know also people who have public display of affection most are the people who are going through a lot in their marriage.
But not this. I mean, that's just your observation through, but not this particular marriage. Not this marriage.
No, because he's saying that the fact that they are holding their hands in the public, I am trying to say not necessarily. I see one of my clients who took his wife, they traveled, let me be more specific so you know what I'm talking about, to like Morocco, taking pictures and everything was so sweet and beautiful. Not knowing is because, according to the woman, when they arrived at Morocco, is because her husband had a relationship with another man in Morocco that they have gone to meet. So they are all the pictures that I've seen it over and over again. So we hope so, but not necessarily. I'm not saying that what I said.
This is an education to say that the PDA, public display of affection, is
mostly it's a cover.
Yeah,
you can't.
But it's not this. But this is. I think we have to issue this disclaimer.
Yes. So
Doc is not saying that this marriage is false or struggling.
Thank you.
He's just educating the single man who we hope to get married by the end of the year. That, I mean, make sure that when you...
It's like, you don't like peace. I can see that you are averse to peace.
Peace are best.
As you are explaining the thing, no, I'm receiving cannonballs.
No, but Doc is Pastor Mary.
He's educating me. Yes, he's educating me. I mean, why must you add my CV to the whole thing? Let's go to the next story. I'll even talk again.
Oh gosh. Anyways, Kaswa traders clash with task force for injured.
I wasn't surprised.
I wasn't surprised at all.
4 persons. No, that's so
unfair. We like our prejudice like that. Right. Did you ever hear of any task force member being hurt at Accra Central? Did you hear it anywhere?
Even the biggest one.
Did you hear?
4 persons have sustained injuries.
The details: 3 task force members and 1.
It's Pastor.
Look at it. Look at it.
Injuries following a violent confrontation between traders and members of the Ewutu Senior East Municipal Assembly Task Force during a decongestion exercise in Kaswa Central Business District on Wednesday, May 28. The clash erupted on the 3rd day of the Assembly's decongestion operation, which aims to clear pedestrian walkways of unauthorized structures. While the first 2 days of the exercise proceeded without incident, tensions escalated when members of the Kaswa Phone Dealers Association resisted the removal of tents and they had erected on walkways.
You know, when you are going to Kaswa, just right at the overpass, and you are going to a place called Ghana Flag. There's an Assemblies of God there that sometimes I preach there. The pastor is now the head of the whole Ghana Assemblies of God, their mission. Reverend Maxwell Nkum, wherever you are, I greet you. Just from that short distance, about 100 meters, you can be there forever.
Traffic.
Because of what? Yeah, because of some of these things, Koku. So...
Is Kaswa, forgive me, I don't know whether I've been to Kaswa itself. Wait, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just keenly listening.
Yeah, I know I've been to Botiano. Right, but Kaswa is ahead. I know I've gone past that to Cape Coast and the
but you can't tell where exactly the Kaswa is.
Where the overpass.
Where you see the most chaos.
Again, so I don't get to, because I've not been there, like gone there to do anything ever. So is it just the road, or there are?
No, it goes all the way.
So the blockage of the road, it's
yes.
The other road, or the main.
Because if you are going to Cape Coast, normally you use you pass up. So you won't really know much. You can see.
Then it's official. I've not been to Kaswa
so then officially pass down. So you would not, so that you would not officially defend them here.
Okay. Right, okay.
When you pass the down,
okay.
It's chaos. Seriously.
You see, it's not that you shouldn't sell.
Right.
And it's not that you shouldn't ply your trade. But go to the designated places. But their opinion is that the market is too far for the people to come. And again, I blame us as citizens.
Exactly.
We are too lazy. We are too lazy. We are too lazy to maintain order. I don't get it. If we were wise enough, one day I was in a cave, and in my neighborhood there's never traffic. What's traffic? But I was in a cave, and then there was traffic all of a sudden.
Right.
Only for me to go forward and see that a tractor driver had stopped inside the curve to offload passengers and to pick passengers.
Wow.
And my mind was, and of course you can't say anything because they are ahead of you and you are a number of cars behind. But my thinking was, you the person who is picking the car inside the curve, you are the one I blame. There's a designated bus stop. Why not walk to the bus stop? Sometimes you find the overpass, the footbridge.
Yes.
The footbridge is there. Then you see people jumping over the rails.
Oh.
On the N1, it happens all the time. And the number of deaths that have happened because of that kind of attitude. And you wonder because sometimes when you look at the distance between the footbridge and where they are
Zongo Junction is worse in the whole country. Zongo Junction.
Why?
Because it's so worse that I will let you continue. That sometime or one time the police is encouraging me to run through the people. And I stop and I say, then I will do that and you arrest me later on. You're supposed to let them go. The demonstration they did, put tires and burn so that they would do
the footbridge.
Koku, nobody passed there except people who are going to buy things inside that footbridge.
Yes. Because people are selling on the foot.
Yeah, they became another store.
But Ghana.
Kaneshi, you see,
Ghana.
Kaneshi, the footbridge is officially a mini market. Kaneshi, the footbridge. Some people even are say, "Oh, find me around Kaneshi footbridge," because around the footbridge, on the footbridge, and it weakens it too. Because it's not meant to carry that amount of load for that sustained period. You are just walking over. That's what all you're supposed to do. So when you are selling on it, you've put your pants, your wares, and other things on it. Beggars are seated there. Poor people are there. People are selling shoes, polish, spray, insecticide, all of these kinds of things. Now, the authorities have come and they say, we want to maintain a little order. And it's not even about you. The traffic that you cause, the congestion that you cause is too much.
Yeah.
So move from this place. And that's not even the worst part. You were served notice. You were told that we are coming to do this thing. You say you were told, but you weren't given enough time. What's the meaning of this?
For Kaswa, they will fight too.
What's the meaning of this?
Whatever you do, Kaswa, they will fight too. The fact that it's Kaswa, just
what should we do? The lady, the Ramsar site church, when she was informed that the building was going to be pulled down, she begged for 1 week. She said, I don't have a problem. You've made your point. And I think you are right. So just give me some time. I live here with my mother and my sister. We need to pack out so that you can demolish the building. Simple and short. If that is your opinion, if you want some more time to, what do? Do you fight? No. Do you hurl stones at them? And this is the reason, it's very dangerous sometimes. When it was election time, the IGP said, no policeman should hold a weapon.
That's right.
No soldier should hold a weapon. The CDS said no soldier should go to the polling site, stations with weapons, because things like this, if you hurl stones at me, I'll defend myself. I will launch fire, because what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
If it hits my head and I lose my sight permanently, what do you want me to do? Right. So it's good on a very large scale that the task force people were unarmed, because they were even more hurt. They were more hurt. And when they came and they were trying to do their work, they started hurling stones at them. Just imagine if any of them were armed. Yeah. You would just shoot into the crowd and it will become a very different story. So we don't need to tolerate such things. And I think that some people, look at this. What is this? And some people need to be scapegoated on some level. If any of them who were hurling the stones were seen, they should be arrested and put put away for some time for trying to assault law enforcement agencies, because those tax force people are trying to enforce the law. Exactly. You are not supposed to sell on pedestrian walkways. You are not supposed to sell phones on pedestrian walkways. And it is because of you that there's so much traffic. And yesterday, just for the sake of the decongestion exercise, there was a blockade. So all those going to Bojuasi had to reroute. Wow. And so you can imagine the amount of traffic that was there. The time for the traffic extended because of this. Because I had to call for reinforcement. Police people came before the situation normalized. Because you want to have the rights to misbehave. And it's because we have a lot of ehumobro in this country. We have a lot of ehumobro. Because these people, they shouldn't even be working free now. And we thank God. We bless God for the life of whoever's idea it was not to send arms there.
Yes,
whether for maybe to send a signal or whatever. Yes, they should keep doing that. But we are also sorry for. I really hope that the state will take care of the injured people because they were on account of the state doing their job.
Police arrest 10 foreign nationals for alleged cybercrime activities. The Ghana Police Service, through its cybercrime unit, has arrested 10 foreign nationals in connection with alleged cybercrime activities during a joint intelligence-led operation with the Ghana Revenue Authority at Weja in Greater Accra region, according to the statement released by the police. The suspect, comprising individuals of Chinese and Malaysian nationality, were apprehended as part of a coordinated crackdown on sophisticated digital fraud operations suspected to be operating from the area. The suspects are currently in police custody and are assisting with ongoing investigations.
But they didn't mention exactly what, because when it comes to cybercrime, there's
internet fraud.
Like for money, those kind of things.
Exactly.
And why do they have to travel all the way from Malaysia and China to do it there? Because it's internet, you can do it anywhere.
But would they not be arrested there if they were doing it?
I know. But my point is that if it's internet fraud, sometimes I'm wondering why do they have to travel to another place?
Okay, so like I give you a
because they use VPNs.
Okay, I give you a context. I give you a context. The issue of if you like giving trading, forex trading, and all of that. What they do is that these young guys are very interested in it, so they gather very young people, put them in there who have the knowledge, and then provide gadgets and all of that will aid their work, and so then they do the trading, supervise the trading, and pay you based on whatever you earned and all of that. So they are supervising and they take the larger chunk of it. So that's how it works.
Okay, wow. Because if it's not like that, if they themselves are
no,
then they can do it.
They're masterminds. They're masterminds. I was very surprised that from 10 people, they recovered more than 800 mobile phones.
So how many people were using the 800 phones?
But what's that phone for?
So I'm saying that they give it to the and you see that enclave is I don't know how close what's the Swedru is.
Oh, Swedru is quite far.
It's far, but I mean that's getting into.
So from Weja you go to Kaswa.
Yeah.
From Kaswa you go to
so many other
actually.
Okay.
Is it Goma? It's called. No, it's not
you
Goma.
go to Winneba.
Winneba.
Palm.
Winneba. When you go right, then you're going to Sweden.
Yeah. So I'm saying that thing is they are getting closer. Getting closer where you can call an enclave that hub of you for like people who commit these crimes, and so I mean we need to.
Oh, wow. But I'm hoping that they are not going to just deport them.
They're going to prosecute them.
Muntara Mubarak, wherever you are, we greet you.
Because
don't just deport them.
They feel like they can come commit crimes, and then at best we just deport them. Then no consequence. So then people can
blacklist them. That's
come in. And for those who don't know, Ghana is one of the most efficient cyber hubs. We have one of the best cybersecurity systems in Africa.
Oh, wow.
We are one of the leaders. So those who think Ghana is a place they can come and misbehave, you continue. And one of the things that I've noticed about the police service, I like Ghana police. I really like Ghana police. I know that sometimes they don't, but I think Ghana police is very efficient. They have adopted this FBI-like strategy where they gather a lot of evidence before they apprehend you. So by the time they come and apprehend you, you have nowhere to turn because you're surrounded with evidence. They've been watching for a very long time, and so some of the busts they're even making now, some of the law enforcement agencies like NACOC and Yoko and Co, when they come for you, you're almost certainly doomed because it's like the evidence is way too much.
I see.
And so if you are here in Ghana, you think that our structures are weak enough for you to perpetrate crime, please be warned. We are watching you.
So just talking about NACOC, let's just quickly connect to that before we do the last story. The Narcotics Control Commission, in collaboration with customs officials at the Tema port, has intercepted a 20-foot container carrying a consignment of tramadol exceeding the legally permitted dosage of 100 milligrams.
All this is tramadol.
The seizure made at approximately, that's 4:40 p.m., revealed 99 cartons of Tramal X120, a combination of tramadol and carisoprodol.
That's as high as it gets.
120 at 120 milligrams strength, alongside some quantity of sisal fiber. The container which appeared.
Wait, what? The tramadol was with sisal fiber?
Yes.
That's weird. That's two very unrelated things.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
Sisal fiber is used to make rope. Twine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
rope?
Rope.
Oh,
yeah, it's used to make twine. It's a kind of a bush.
Okay, so probably that's what the
so it's like
cover.
legal consignment.
Yes,
okay.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
A cover. So the container, which appeared ordinary for general cargo, was flagged and unstaffed, leading to the discovery of the concealed controlled substances. Charlie.
Seriously,
young people.
Yeah, recently I saw one TikTok, a lady. I mean, the lady, he was going, then she will go all the way. The head is almost touching, and it's like a Chinese bamboo.
Somebody says, and it's on a light note, somebody says the medicine has an effect in such a way that you can go all the way and it defies a lot of gravity.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. It was like Chinese bamboo. It can go all the way, but it never breaks.
It defies all the laws of gravity.
Yes, I smell like that.
So low. And also, do they come this way?
Yeah. They come this way. They come.
One guy at Akramo. Just here, Akramo here. And where the people have set up the market across the way. The guy was walking,
then he paused.
Stopped. And then he was in that same position, and I was scared, because
scared for him or for you?
For my life. Because I was walking that time, and I was like,
you walk?
I was walking that time.
Strange.
Yeah, but you should walk.
I walk a lot. I don't even understand what he's talking about. So Koku wants to ask to dirty herself, but I refused. This morning I prayed before I came, so I will not take his bait. This guy just staggered there like that. I said,
yeah, you saw it real.
The person I was working with said, please, let's pass. Let's pass behind me.
So which means that you are not only...
He said he's in somewhere.
We have just chanced on these container. My fear is, do we have more coming in?
Yes.
Or more that are already in the system.
That are unflagged.
Yeah.
Koku, this is even more concerning because the strength that you mentioned, you said is what?
120 mg.
The legal dosage in Ghana, the maximum is 100. The strength, not the administration, the strength. If you administer 75 mg of tramadol, the euphoria that it causes is akin to heroin. It's the same, even more. Yes, 74 or 75 mg around to an adult male. So if you administer a strength of 120, you can imagine what it will do to you. Who are those You see, we are a bit too soft on the people who bring these things in.
Exactly.
I think we should push the extreme button. In Thailand, when you are caught, you are sentenced.
Yeah, death. Hey, for Thailand.
That's it. China, same thing. Because you can't come in. You see, the youth already, we have a shortage of legal means of employment. Our youth, Ghana has one of the most youthful populations, and there are not enough jobs to go around to serve everybody.
Even if there are jobs, they don't have employable skills.
Exactly. So you don't come and damage them more. We are doing our best. I saw something by the Bus Stop Boys. I don't know if you know the Bus Stop Boys.
Well, they've been here before.
Oh, really?
Charlie,
DStv is big.
Yeah, seriously.
Ambassadors and Bus Stop Boys. My goodness. I saw the Israeli ambassador that time.
Artists.
Yes.
Movie actors. And
the Friday night I don't miss, because I know that I will get some soul food.
One of these days you're going to come sing.
That's I don't mind at all.
Yeah,
I don't mind at all.
You're going to come sing.
I'll be his backup.
See that? These Bus Stop Boys, the Pongolo, you see that when he wins, they used to flood there a lot.
Yes.
They went and did something. I don't know what they did. The heavy rain that no flood at Pongolo, nothing at all. So these things, and the bus stop boys, is manual labor.
Yeah.
They desilt the
It's at
thing.
a time where they are having support from the
Government.
some people. And
I think Basintale is trying very hard to get them this needed support.
We just have to change our mindset so that we don't give them too much work to do. They are helping, but the mindset change must come more.
Right. No, I think their work is more of maintenance than really changing anything, because even if we are doing the right thing, when it rains, sand, silt, and all of those kinds, somebody has to declog. And so they are necessary. And I think if we are able to empower them, we can decentralize and move to other regions and stuff like that. And they are necessary. But I'm trying to say that we have to. These are some of the things that we are calling employment. Okay, the rest you don't have to come and destroy them for us. If we catch you, we'll destroy you. That's right. That's the extent we should go. That's right. The NACOC should be pushing for more extreme punishment for people who are caught. And this was as a result of long-term intelligence gathering. This, I hear it was part of an intelligence bust that had to do with some people who were pushing drugs in the eastern region. I see. And they have been watching them for a very long time, and then they made this bust. And that it's been going on. Yeah. They busted a ring of human traffickers around the Yarifa areas and few. Look, we are watching. Right. We are really, really watching. And the intelligence agencies in Ghana are not joking at all. Those who think that there's no law, they can do what they like. You continue. We'll be coming for you.
Mahama revokes appointment of Ann Sansa, and that's our last story. Dali, or as NHIA board member, Professor Ernest York, replaced her. So President Mahama has, with immediate effect,
you take that one first.
Revoked the appointment of Ann Sansa Dali as a member of the board of National Health Insurance Authority.
Wait, that's her?
The president has nominated Professor Doctor Doctor of Medicine, Ernest York, to replace her as a member of the board. Already, although it is not clear the reason for her reversal.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
It's not clear. It's clear.
Concerns recently that she does not hold license to practice in Ghana as a doctor. To practice in Ghana as a doctor.
Yes.
To practice in Ghana.
I wanted him to go first because the way he's very mesmerized by the beauty and the shape.
I didn't know that this is how she looks, but anyway. So
somebody has backslided before he start talking.
Oh, I will speak the truth. I promise on my honor. So this lady apparently, according to the MDC, the Medical and Dental Council, she doesn't have a license to practice as a doctor in Ghana. Right. And there was also an issue of a certificate that she presented, or a listing that she made on a CV. Right. That mentioned John Hopkins. And John Hopkins, they say they don't know her. They haven't heard of her before. And so that is also raising concerns about her qualifications. If the John Hopkins qualification is not true, then what other qualifications has she listed that are untrue? That's the whole point now. But because of all the contention concerning her qualifications, I think the most crucial and critical is the medical license one. Because, right now, Dr. Apiakubi is a doctor.
Doctor of books.
PhD.
Yeah. Doctor of books.
He has 2 PhDs. So
are
you aware?
But still books.
Yes.
2 PhDs?
Dr. Apiakubi has 2.
I have missiology and rural development.
You think he's playing here? It's Dr. Apiakubi.
Okay, from now onwards. I'm sorry.
No, please. Don't go there. Just, I don't mind.
I support you, Goku.
Because even the masters say we are
struggling. What's right and feel at the end? What do you mean? You know what it means?
Masters also have to. Yeah, I have missiology. Then I have also in local government.
Local government.
Because it's connect. MDA means Masters of Development Administration, but major in local government. Okay. That connect with the rural development. Then the missiology as masters and the doctor, that connect to Asofudie. So I don't have
one of these days. You see, so when you write Dr. Apiakubi,
yes,
and you also write Dr. Kokulumo. Now we can't tell whether your doctor is a medical doctor, is a doctor of law, doctor of, now he explains eschatology and rural development. So now when you are a medical doctor, you have to put doctor into bracket med.
Yes.
That shows that you are
exactly
a medical doctor. Now you do that. Before you can do that, you should be in good standing with the MDC. You see, you can't just get up and write Dr. Med. If you haven't gone to renew your license, it's better for... And the sad thing? I think she would have still be appointed if she wasn't a medical doctor, because it's
that's what was...
Is it a political appointment?
It is.
Oh, but there's
supposed to be a doctor on the board.
2 health professionals with expertise in health insurance. That's why the 2 Dr. Anne Sansa Dali until her revocation, Dr. Zenato Ajiman Rawlings.
Oh, I'm so happy for Dr. Zenato.
Yeah.
That's like Bishop's daughter, you know that.
Oh,
she was here.
Yeah.
Oh. And she's still an active member of the church.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it?
That's what person. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Papa, your daughter is on the board.
Yes.
So, Dr. Dali not being good standing with the MDC.
Yes.
And still going ahead to put Dr. Med. And again, Dr. Callistus Mahama, Secretary has clarified that she was never sworn in.
No. She didn't appear for the...
Yeah, she was never. So it was, the contentions were discovered shortly after she was nominated. She was questioned and we were like, because of these contentions, you can't be sworn in. We just look for a different person. And so that's what she's been. So...
Anyways.
We are watching still.
For me, if it's political appointment, then they can't use all these against him. Because how many of our politicians who are not qualified?
No, there are some...
a doctor.
No,
no. You see now?
No, there are some. No, of course. The chief of staff at the vice president's office, at the vice president's office, Mr. Alex Segbefia is a lawyer, not a doctor, but he was a former health minister.
Oh.
So when the board indicates, when they specify that this particular one, there must be this expertise, because that particular slot was expertise in health insurance.
So are you saying that he doesn't have that expertise, or it's because he has not been sworn, or because he doesn't have the license?
She doesn't have the expertise because the qualifications that she presented, 2 of them are disputed. First of all, a medical license is not active according to the MDC.
But that doesn't mean he doesn't have the expertise.
Well,
the fact that I didn't have...
So you can put her just as a political appointee, but not within the brackets. If there's a board that says political appointees can just serve, anyone at all can serve.
Yes.
Right.
So, and the John Hopkins qualification. I don't know exactly what that qualification was, but John Hopkins says, no, we haven't had the students by this name, and for me...
It raises questions even about illegalities, and so whether or not they have to prosecute now, whether or not, because falsifying of documents and all of these other ones, these are these are criminal cases that must be dealt with.
I think maybe there's...
Falsifying of documents.
Yes, but I've had friends who...
Or it's civil? No, it's criminal.
No, it's criminal.
Yeah, it's criminal.
No, it's criminal. It's criminal, especially in this particular case.
Exactly.
I've had friends who in the US, who have studied in the US or were studying in the US, and during this Trump time, they have been, I don't know, questioned because of certain very weird reasons.
Yes.
And some of them have even been taken off temporarily from their courses. So this John Hopkins rejoinder saying they don't know her, or they haven't had, maybe she changed her surname along the line, or whatever the case may be, I think it's not confirmed, but that's what has come up. John Hopkins says...
Is she married?
Sorry?
Is she married?
I think so.
No.
Then maybe...
She's not?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because if she's married, sometimes when they will get married, then
they change their name.
Okay.
If she's not married, then...
We'll see. She has a...
but if she's not married, then the single man we are looking for... And the way he was looking for the lips and the hips, I think...
She still has an opportunity to defend herself. providing the documents.
You don't want you to move forward. Is that not it?
All of that. A big thanks to Dr. Justice.
Dr. Yakubi. Justice.
Of course, development experts. Also, the Dean of the Dominion Theological Seminar, of course. Pastor Badi is a forensic scientist with the Ghana Armed Forces and, of course, Next Gen Action Chapel International.
Amazing.
Just unofficially shame to Chelsea for wanting to praise themselves for winning such
you scored first too.
The sports is up next. You should also come and see about Chelsea.
We blow the whole place.
Well, blue is the color.
I'll stay for sports.
You stay for sports. Sports, you are staying with you.
Stay with us.
So all the viewers stay with us because we are staying for sports.
What's your problem?
Today, that the power of God that is coming upon your life, no enemy will touch you and go free.
Experience the power. Take dominion.
Say the name of Jesus. I prophesy. Doors of favor.
Action Chapel's Dominion Hour. Now, live, this and every Thursday on Dominion TV.
And from today, you will be stronger than any enemy. We go around just making statements that are not even biblical. God reveals to redeem. It's not in the Bible. God reveals so we can walk, so we can enforce the word of God and the scriptures over the enemy's intent. Any hope and expectation the enemy has concerning your family and your loved one, by the eternal blood of Jesus, we override that hope. We override that expectation. Put your hands together and override it.
The Voice of Inspiration, weekdays and Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. only on Dominion TV.
Yo fam, it's that time again. Finals. Oh yeah. GOtv, let's go. GOtv, this is too big. The Premier League, La Liga, Champions League, FA Cup, Europa, and more finals. Stay connected to catch all the biggest football finals with your best football friend. GOtv, love it.
Thank you for tuning in. Today I want to talk to you about the importance of one of the books I have released among the many others that I believe will impact your life and will bless you. It's very, very critical in the times we live in for us to appreciate and understand process. The difference between the first Adam and the last Adam was process. The first Adam was made overnight. He didn't go through process. The last Adam went through process and learned obedience through the many things he suffered by process. When you don't go through process, you do not appreciate and know the value of a thing. The value of gold has everything to do with the process it went through before it was brought out. And if you look at the difference between King Saul and David, Saul was made king overnight. David went through process from the first anointing to the third anointing was 17 years. The first anointing was before his brethren, second anointing before Judah, third anointing before all of Israel. Process. And that gave him longevity. And everything about life is about process. When you don't go through process, you have no understanding and value of a thing and what you have. So it's very, very important for you to get this book. Stop fighting the process. Go through the process. You will come out at the other side a better person, a better individual. People who don't go through process and come into prominence are disaster. Money without purpose is disaster. Power without purpose is disaster. And so get understanding. This book, Don't Fight the Process. Go through the process will cause you to have the keys that are necessary to guarantee your longevity. God bless you.
Oh my God. Nothing like good music before a good sport. All right. Welcome to the sports segment right here. And Callistus is ready and fired up. Okay, so Ghana people, we lost. It's okay. Don't talk about it too much, yeah. But kudos to our brothers, our cousins, our sisters from Nigeria. Also go and get us a B. So you won, man. That's okay. It's all right. Okay, all right. You can celebrate now, but it won't last for too long, okay? Ghana will bounce back. Callistus, what happened?
Charlie, a lot of things are happening. You know, I don't know if you've monitored the trolling on social media.
Oh, Charlie.
You know, Ghana, Nigeria, the rivalry, the jollof.
I know.
Football, like anywhere they meet, you know, Charlie.
Look.
Ghana lost, and it's a bitter loss.
Oh.
You know, yeah. The fact is, we denied them the 2022 World Cup. Okay. You know, it was a playoff between Ghana and Nigeria. And we got a goalless draw here when they play 1-1 in Nigeria. And Ghana qualified, or still the qualification to the Qatar 2022 World Cup. I don't think Nigeria has actually recovered from that particular loss. So anywhere they meet Ghana, it's a serious business.
So they brought their A game.
Yeah, I tell you, yeah. But yesterday I thought maybe Ghanaian team, the Black Stars, yes, was in the A-list players that we know, the Kudus, the Pates, Kamaldeen Sulemanes were not present. In fact, Inaki Williams was not there, Antoine Semenyo. So, like 40% squad. that we had to play with yesterday. Yes.
I mean, but aside that, all these big people, it's still a team.
It's still a team.
So how was their play? I mean, not aside the goals that were scored.
The thing is, you see, with the Black Stars, you have to be playing consistently and regularly with your club and also be performing for the Black Stars. That's when you can say this is the full squad and the full house. But unfortunately, yesterday you had a player like Aaron Acel, who has not played for the Black Stars before starting the game yesterday, and also a host of other players who have not really, it was their first time even being called up to the senior national team.
So, then they did
test case, yes, it was a test case for all those players in there. So I don't think we should really be worried about that, even though the score was in favor of Nigeria, but we shouldn't be
2-1 is okay, at least we've cooked one.
The other is Unity Cup, so we just want to dash them this one so that they can forgive us for not...
We are united. Please take them to and give us one. It's okay.
Yeah, but also I want to use this opportunity to say big congratulations to the Chelsea fans. Yesterday they won the Conference League, and that victory, Chelsea have become the first European club or the first club to win all trophies available in Europe: Champions League, Europa League, Conference League, the UEFA Super Cup, and all that. So congratulations to the team. The
women's club, the blue.
Yes, I was going to say the women's fellowship club. But hey, there's a history to that. Chelsea had a number of fans due to the acceptance of African players at a point in time in their career. Yes, around 2004, 2005, 2006 is when they started bringing in big African players. The likes of Didier Drogba, Michael Essien, Mikel Obi, Solomon Kalou, and a host of other players. And even recently, we've had other African players pass through Chelsea. So there's a chemistry between Chelsea and Africans. So that's it. So that's why you have a number of supporters from Ghana and the whole of Africa supporting Chelsea. So kudos to them and the team.
Okay.
And so well.
Well then, we're ready. It's Thursday. Ready for sports? Take us away.
Of course. Thank you very much. It's Thursday, and we say Throwback Thursday as usual. On every Thursday, we try to take you back down memory lane to see what's happening, what's happened past, and whether we can build on it for the future. But this is Sports Break right here on Wake Up Africa with me, Carl, the Sports Journal. And thank you very much for tuning in and doing the watching. I'm sure you're enjoying the show. But before we go into details with what we have for you for today, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, thank you very much for staying with us. This is still Sports Break right here on Wake Up Africa. And I tell you what, sports is a $500 billion project. And in Africa, unfortunately, we are yet to scratch the surface of this project here in Africa. But let's get straight into some more actions and begin from the top. That is tennis. And we'll go for the highlights of the WTA Tour d'Australia.
and help you to avoid lukewarmness. Because being lukewarm, it's very dangerous. You are not hot and you are not cold. That's what simply it means by being lukewarm. You are not in and you are not out. It's very dangerous. There is no middle ground anywhere. You are in or out. This book, The Snare of Indifference, lukewarmness. It shows you the signs of lukewarmness and how to overcome it. Get this book, it will impact your life. And as you do so, God bless you.
Stay connected to DStv this April and May and get all the football finals you want.
Prayer is a daily necessity for daily triumph.
Africa, we must unite.
We are getting Abrahamic rewards, but we are running away from Abrahamic responsibilities.
Where should Africa sit and stand in this new world order?
Africa has the youngest, fastest growing population. That's a blessing, but it's also a challenge.
Yeah.
Who did God describe as the man after his own heart?
David.
Adam.
My experience, nothing short of amazing.
I never believed I'll be able to do this. Dominion TV's Emerging Leaders program has taught me skills about marketing in a corporate setting.
My name is Danny Glover, and you're watching
Dominion TV.
Right now, it's time for us to get into health. Today, I'm your nurse, okay? I'm on call, and I'm going to take you to the consulting room of these beautiful doctors. What's your health challenge? What do you think is wrong with you, or what are some of the strange things that are happening in your body? You want to call today, and you want to find out from these doctors what to do. So the phone lines are open from start to finish, okay? You want to call in and then ask. You know how we do about ask the doctor about anything. We're joining in studio for the first time Dr. Eunice Amasam. She's a medical officer at the Life Healthcare Center. Yeah, Life Healthcare Center, right? And that's at Chimota branch, right? And then the ever beautiful Dr. Joanna Babio. She's also a medical officer at the Life Healthcare Center. It's Legon and coupled with Kaswati Kevin the news. My ladies, you good?
Yes, please.
Yeah?
Yes,
okay,
please.
great. So today we're going to bombard you with lots of questions. Now, the thing is, aside the call, if you feel like, okay, call is not good for you, just send some message, okay? We're live on Facebook and YouTube. It's My Dominion TV. Like, share, and drop comments, and then we'll be sure to share wisdom. Well, some questions have been coming through, so I'm just going to be real quick about it and ask you. Now, this is the very first one. It says, Doctor, I'm 40 years, and I want to know what health screening I should start getting at my age. I'm going to start with the first appearance.
Okay. So first of all, I would want to know, is the person a male or a female?
It's a female.
Okay. So the person can start with the basic labs. So a full blood count to check her HB, that's her blood level, and then check whether there are any infections, her platelets levels as well. And then the person can also do a urine analysis, that's urine ARI. So you check your urine to see if there is any infection, if there is high levels of protein, which will give us an indication that there is an issue with your kidney or there is anything else that you would want to do. Then you can also do a kidney function test, that's the BUE creatinine. So it helps you assess the function of your kidney. And then also based on that, we can calculate your EGFR, which will help us to know whether your kidney is healthy or if it is very low and you have other conditions or comorbidities, that means we may have to put you on dialysis. And then she can also do a liver function test to also assess the function of the liver. And then also she can do a lipid profile. She can do a lipid profile. So the lipid profile will help her know her cholesterol levels, the bad cholesterol, good cholesterol. We have certain ranges that you're supposed to fall within. So it will help her know. And then she can also do glycated hemoglobin and then also fasting blood sugar to help her know how her body is able to regulate her sugar levels. And then also she can...
wait, we're only 40 years old. We're only 40 years. We're checking for liver, we're checking for kidney. There's no stone there, but it's okay. We're checking for like a million other things. Wait, isn't it expensive, Doc?
Well, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. But sometimes when you have insurance, it can cover most of these things. So aside her being 40, this is something that even a young person can do because it's what we call the full everything is mentioning here. It's a full body assessment.
I see.
Exactly. But just to add up with
that,
her being a woman at 40, she should also be doing cervical screening. Yes, what we call the pap smear test.
Yeah.
Exactly. At this age, we just want at least every year, annually, you go to the hospital, tell them that, you want to do a pap smear. Yes, so they will take a little sample. It can be a little invasive because they will have to go through the vagina, but they will take a little of the cells there and then screen it to make sure that there's no abnormality in it. There's no risk of you developing cervical cancer. And then the routine ones for the breast.
Right.
So with her age, she can do a mammogram. Exactly. She can do it. But even before then, every month, it's advised that every month, like as you're going through your cycle, you do a self-breast examination. Make sure that there's no lump that will take you by surprise.
Right.
Yes. So these are the
I see. 40 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's for the woman. How about a man? I mean, just asking for the men. They ask though.
So for the men, I think an additional thing you can add is the prostate-specific antigen test, just to make sure that the levels are within range and it's not suggesting any cancer or anything of that sort. So that is the major thing you can add. Aside, maybe you may want to add an ECG to check the function of your heart, and then
what if there's doom? So I see. Yes. That's really cool. So that means that it doesn't matter what age you are, you need to at some point get checked, right? Let me use this opportunity to say a big thank you to the Bank Hospital for supporting the morning show. The Bank Hospital is at Cantonment near Nafti. You want to get your health checked out, why not just do it? Now, somebody sent another message, said, "Hi doc, please, how do I boost my immune system naturally?" There's a natural way of boosting immune system. Wait, I hope it's not herbal medicine. So let Dr. Chuan, naturally. I don't know what they mean by naturally, but
so it's basically being healthy. So when we say being healthy, we can start from what you are taking in. I mean, there's a popular adage, garbage in, garbage out. Exactly. Yeah. Yes. So you have to be particular about what you're taking in. You're making sure that, like we said the other time, organic foods are the best. They are fresh. You do more of vegetables and fruits. Nowadays, you realize that most of our Ghanaian diets have a lot of carbohydrates. Yes, it's not that the carbohydrates are bad, but you just want to balance it. So you
can't afford it. Can you afford meat?
Yes, I know.
Wait, let's come to reality.
It's true.
Yeah, buying wachi. Okay.
Yeah.
Wachi. Like,
so
let me change it to maybe rice.
Okay.
So that don't say that the beans is adding some
So
it's rice.
a plain rice.
Then you buy plain rice, 10 Ghana cedis. Okay. Then the meat, no. The meat is like 15 cedis or 20 cedis. So the person might be thinking, oh, if it's, that small meat is 15 cedis or 20, I might as well just buy the, what's the name? The rice and make it more so that I'm full over time. I get it. And that's what's happening to the regular Ghanaian. I know the dollar is, behaving well and everything, but it doesn't mean anything to those who want to look good on the table. You catch my flow. So what should we do?
I mean, so if we are not doing meat, we can do fish. Yes,
it's also expensive, but
you can do beans. It's a good source of protein. It's a plant protein. Yes, so it actually balances the carbohydrates, and then you can do a little of the salad leaves. If you don't have money to get everything, do a proper salad. Just the salad leaves is okay, or even greens, contumely. It's a very nutritional source. Yes, so.
I see. I just said, dog. I mean, because there's been discussions about how some of these products, that we used to hold in high esteem, had all these vitamin A, whatever. And now the fertilizers, the kind of soil that we bring up, so it kind of like watered down the vitamins that we find in these things. I don't want to go there. I mean, people might say that, okay, why are you attacking the agricultural system? But you know what it is, right? So that's where we are right now. Yeah.
So it's advised that whenever you get these vegetables from the market, before you use it, you can do a little salt water and then put the vegetables inside for about 2 minutes. Yes, salt has antibacterial properties. God is very wonderful. Yes. So something like just salt water can reduce the amount of toxin you'll be taking inside. Yes.
I see. You want to touch on that?
Okay, so I just wanted to add that you could also use vinegar to wash your vegetables. I always tell my clients that healthy living actually is very expensive because, like you said, buying meat will be cheaper than buying fish. But then fish is more healthier than the meat. Same as buying fruits and then vegetables. The prices of fruits in the market now is very high now. So it's like living healthy is very expensive, but then the little that we can do, let's do it to preserve our health.
I see.
Like what she mentioned. Yes.
Well, there's a question about the fibroids that we treated. It says, what are my options besides surgery for this condition, fibroids? Dr. Joan, you want to touch on that?
So last time I mentioned the medical therapy.
Right.
So the issue is with the medical, it depends on the symptoms you are presenting with. Currently, if you are not having any symptoms, you don't need any treatment. You don't want to bother yourself. But then some people can come in with pain because sometimes these fibroids, we call it degenerating, they become degenerative. And so when you are menstruating, you can have very painful menstrual periods. And so we can give you some painkillers to reduce the pain, depending on the severity. Sometimes oral can be okay, or the injectables. And then the bleeding I spoke of, because we don't want you to become anemic. So we give you some of these oral contraceptives. It prevents the bleeding too much. Now, with the shrinking of the fibroid, so there are some group of medications, what we call the GnRH agonists. So these reduce the level of the hormones I mentioned the last time. That's the estrogen and then the progesterone.
Right.
So once you take it, it reduces it. But then the thing about it is that you would have to be on it for a long time, because once you stop, the fibroids will grow back. Yeah, so we usually use it for some time, make sure that the size reduces a bit, and then we can do other things. So sometimes, yes, it can reduce, it can shrink to a sizable amount that won't worry you, but sometimes too we'll have to take it out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But the fiber is growing back, though. Does it mean that you're actually doing something wrong, Doc?
Not necessarily. So one thing that we need to know is that those hormones feed the fibroids. Okay, so once you are taking these medications to regulate the hormones, you have to be on it on a long term, because once you stop, the hormonal levels will increase, and when they rise, they will keep feeding the fibroids. It's like when you cut off their source, it shrinks. When the source is, producing, it will still grow. So that's the explanation.
But don't we have any food, something that you can just eat and all these hormones will cringe out?
So, like I mentioned the other time, there are foods that contain some of these estrogen, yes. Or sometimes it's not even the estrogen, but then they act like it. So you will take it and it's like you are taking an extra source of the estrogen and then it's causing it to grow. So sometimes when you reduce these ones, it can reduce the level of estrogen in the body. And an example is the red meat I mentioned the last time. And some plant-based foods like soy milk.
Yeah.
It's actually, so soy milk has the phytoestrogen. Yes. So you can reduce those ones.
I see. Well, we're going to start eating right. We'll get ourselves checked because we don't want all of this. There's something. People are going through stuff. When someone says that I've had bloating and stomach pain after meals for a few weeks. What could this be? It says IBS or something. Wait, what's IBS?
Inflammatory bowel disease.
Inflammatory bowel disease. Hey, my viewers are smart.
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Wow, that's pretty smart. Okay, so what bowel syndrome again?
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Irritable bowel syndrome, right?
Yes.
Okay, we have a caller before. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you're calling us from, please.
I'm Arafat from Kaneshi.
Oh, okay, Arafat, let's hear you.
All right, so I've been going to the gym for some months now.
Okay.
And I've been taking supplements and other things in addition. But I'm still not gaining the muscle I'm supposed to gain. Is there any kind of issue with that?
Oh, okay. But is your body the same as when you started to gym?
Yeah.
It's the same?
Yeah.
You're not eating more, your muscles are not enlarged, nothing?
Yeah, it's still the same. No improvement.
Wow. If I were a pastor, I would have said it's spiritual, but I wouldn't say that. Well, yeah, so Arafat, we'll get the doctors on this. Who wants to go first?
Should I? Okay.
None of you goes to the gym.
Oh, we try.
Yeah,
we try.
Okay, all right.
So first off, I would want to know what he's eating. Because, if you are gymming and then you want to put on weight, it means that you should be doing more proteins. Because proteins are body building foods. Do you get it? So proteins is what will feed the muscles. So you can't be going to the gym and eating, say, like 1 or 2 eggs in a day.
So you should take about 5 or 6.
Exactly, 4, 5, 6.
Hey.
But as in Ghana,
interesting.
Yes, you can, if the eggs is maybe too much for you, you can balance it with chicken. The point is do more protein diet than the carbs.
I see.
Yes.
And then supplements. I know you can't recommend supplements, but would you advise that people who lift weight take a supplement, because they advertise that a lot on social media?
So those ones for weight builders, those ones are called the steroid supplements.
Right.
For those ones that really want to put on weight. The thing about that is, yes, you would have to take it in moderation, because there are other side effects, especially being a man. It can, when you take it too much, it can cause testicular atrophy.
Well, let's put the atrophy upcoming. we have someone calling from Ahunjo, Las Vegas, right? Joycelyn, okay. Good morning. Oh, no. What happened to the Las Vegas line? But try calling again, Joycelyn. What?
So the testes will actually reduce in size.
When you start to take these things?
Yes.
Wait, is it over a long period of time?
Yes. If you are taking it too much in a longer period of time, it would start reducing in size because they contain, so for men, what makes them men, the hormone that makes them men is the testosterone. So these steroidal hormones contain more of that. So it's like you're having more than you should be having. And then it will just reduce the size of the testes. So it's a common side effects they come in complaining with. So we advise that, okay, reduce how much you are taking and then come in, let's do a proper assessment and give you something that will be suitable for your weight.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Mary from Agbogba on the line. Good morning, Mary. Derek, sorry, forgive.
It's Derek. Good morning.
Good morning. I hope you're well.
I'm doing well.
Okay, ask the doctors anything.
Okay, thank you. Please, I want to ask doctor because I'm experiencing itching on my body.
Okay.
So I don't know what the cause, but I've not been going to do the test and see. But sometimes I take medicine, then I will be okay. So sometimes then it come back.
I see. How long do you itch?
Oh, it's almost 8 years.
Oh. Is it your full body, like general itching, or specific places?
No, it's moving around. It's not my whole body, but sometimes I feel it at, especially my scar.
Oh, okay. Is it after you're done bathing?
Pardon?
Is it mainly after you're done bathing?
Sometimes.
I see.
Yes.
Well,
and especially when I'm walking in the sun.
In the sun.
Yes, and if I'm walking and I get a fresh ventilation, that one day I will be okay. Or if I bath cold water, that one I will be okay. But sometimes.
I see. I see. Well, Derek, that's pretty genuine, right? So, doctors, I just presented you with patient's condition. So, yeah, Dr. Sam?
Yes, so I think for this man, what he's experiencing is called aquagenic pruritus. And then we also have emotional pruritus. Yes, so I think
pruritus?
Yes, please.
All right.
So it's like the aquagenic pruritus is related to water. And then for emotional pruritus, it can be anything at all. Sometimes even by the sight of seeing something nasty, some people itch.
Right.
Even with the sun. And we have people like that. It is as a result of histamine release, a lot of histamine release in their skin.
Right.
Okay. And then sometimes when there is overactivity of muscles, they are all involved in allergies.
That's why they take the antihistamine?
Exactly.
Oh.
So for him, he needs. So for him, he needs antihistamines anytime he feels the itchiness. Okay, and then he can also practice some measures to sort of control it. So for the water, he has to study which kind of, so is it that when he baths cold water it is worse, or when he baths lukewarm water?
He actually said that when he baths cold water
it's better.
But Mary is back, so I'm just going to put that. Joycelyn, I haven't forgotten the IBS though. Joycelyn, good morning.
Good morning, Auntie. How are you doing?
I'm great. And you?
I'm doing fine.
Fantastic. Talk to the doctors.
Please, I want to ask this question.
Great.
Okay, I'm a girl of 21 years, and I was having a irregular period. My period cycle was 28 days, but I started experiencing 30 days, 21 days, and I think 22. And I was having some symptoms like more ache was on my face, and my period too, when it's I feel pain, like menstrual pain, it's very deep one, and my left leg too, it will be paining me as if I don't know. So I thought it was maybe diabetes also. So I went to the hospital and they say is hormonal imbalance.
I see.
So the doctor gave me some medicine also, but I drank it, but still my leg, they pain. When I get my period, they pain from the left leg. It still comes. So I want to ask the doctor, what is wrong?
Right. Okay. So 21 years, and she's been having irregular menstrual flow. So 30, 21 days, something, all the way to like 22 days. And she has pain in her left leg, right? Sometimes. But she says if she went to hospital, they said it was hormonal imbalance, right, Dr. John?
Yeah. So, I mean, from what she's saying, it looks like she had something we call PCOS. And that's polycystic ovarian syndrome, yes. Okay. And so that can cause the irregular menstruation. Okay, that's when you have cysts in the ovaries. It can be multiple, yes. But then I would have asked her what other symptoms she's having aside these ones, because if you're having the pain and then the pain is more with the menstruation and now it's affecting your leg, I would definitely want to examine her abdomen, make sure that there's no other mass in the abdomen. Because like I mentioned the last time when we were doing the fibroids, sometimes if the fibroid is posterior, it can actually impinge on the spine. And then, you know, from the spine is where you have the spinal nerves. And those are the nerves that supply our limb, the lower limb, okay? If there's something impinging on it, sometimes you can have the pain.
I have another caller.
Sure.
So IBS and then irregular menses. Okay. So Erasmus from Ekwapong.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Erasmus. Talk to the doctors.
Yes. I have a problem. I think it's been about 20 years and more.
Okay.
I always feel like anytime that I finish bathing, my body itch. And I've been taking Ryzen for the past 20 years or more. Is there any medication or is it hereditary or any infection or anything? Because if I don't take the Ryzen, at first I take it every day, but I realize that it's too much, so I take it anytime my body starts itching. So I want to ask the doctor if she has any advice for me.
I see. Is it only after you're done bathing?
Not only. Like if I am around doing nothing, like normal day, within 3 days I feel like my body is itching, unless I take Ryzen.
I see.
Before I can do anything.
Does it change when the temperature changes?
Yeah, when the temperature changes, or a normal day, normal temperature, normal day, like within 3 days, and I take a lot of water. The moment the medicine ran out from my system, I realized that I need to take it again. So before the itching will stop.
And you've been doing that for 20 years?
Yeah, I've been taking it for more than that, maybe perhaps.
Interesting. Right. So we were dealing with same thing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So Doc.
So I think I mentioned that it is not an infection. It's not caused by an infection. Neither is it hereditary. It is just about histamine release in your skin and overactivity of the mast cells, which are linked to those allergies and all that. And we have people like that. What you can do is to identify the triggers, what actually causes it to come, and take them away. And then you can keep taking the antihistamine. So the one he mentioned is a type of antihistamine. So he can take it anytime it comes and just take away things that lead to it. So I mentioned that for some people, I've met some people that when they bath lukewarm water, it is better. But some others too will say that when they bath cold water, it is better than they bath in lukewarm water. So just know what works for you, and then just bath antiseptic, add antiseptic solution to your water.
Wow,
so,
are we talking? You know, in Africa, everybody say antiseptic Dettol. Which type of Dettol? Or Pepsodent? Which type of Pepsodent? No. So antiseptic. I'm trying to say that something like Dettol.
Yeah, something like Dettol.
Okay.
Or Savlon or any of the ones in the market. Yes. So you can be doing that, and make sure if high temperatures like walking in the sun is not going to help, make sure you find yourself in places that are airy without the sun. But if it is not possible, you can use sunscreens. You can just try anything that you can to take away anything that makes it worse. Then when it comes, you just take the antihistamines. If it becomes so unbearable, just see your doctor for a proper assessment.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Do you think soaps also?
Yes.
Soaps.
Very harsh soaps and scented soaps. So just monitor which one suits you, and don't use very harsh soaps. Yes.
Okay.
Very mild.
So you should use mild soaps,
Yes.
stuff that will not make you look like Obroni in a
Yes.
minute. So let's get back to
So the irregular
the
menses
menses
and
before
then
we do
pain.
the IBS.
Yes. So with the pain, I would say that she should come to the hospital. Let's properly assess you. We'll look at your abdomen, examine the abdomen, make sure that there's no other mass that is also contributing to the irregular menstruation, and then we'll do a scan. Make sure that it's just the cyst that is enlarged, and then if those ones are ruled out, then now we can take an x-ray of the back, look at exactly what is happening there, because sometimes the spaces between the spine also reduce. It starts becoming arthritic. But with her age, if she's having lower back pain and then the leg pain, I would want to know what she's doing. Are you sitting for a long time? What's your posture most of the time? Because those are common causes of it. But with the PCOS, yes. So we give medications to help stabilize the.
I have
hormones.
Kingsley on the line. Morning, Kingsley.
Good morning.
Good morning. How is Soul to him this morning?
Good by the grace of God.
Fantastic. Talk to the doctors.
Okay, please. About 4 years, around 4 years, when I'm eating and maybe there is too much of pepper in the food, I experience itching around my hair, and I'll be itching it. When I stop eating for some time, it will just go. So I don't know if there's anything I need to know. So I wanted to ask.
Right. Kingsley, how old are you?
Okay, I'm 23 years.
23. And how long has this been?
About maybe 4 years later. Yeah.
Oh. Where exactly is the itching?
Around my head.
Your head?
Yeah, my head.
Oh.
Specifically, my hair.
Right.
I'll be scratching my hair. Yeah.
Right. I see. Okay. Doctors.
So I would say that Kingsley should just see his doctor, because there are a lot of factors that come into play. It could be from a medical cause, it could be from a psychological cause, a social cause. It can be anything at all. So I think that Kingsley has to see his doctor for a proper assessment, like history taking, for us to be able to pinpoint the exact cause so that we'll know how to manage it.
But would you say he's allergic to pepper?
Exactly, because sometimes allergies can cause these very funny sensation. It's a similar thing to all that we are talking about.
Yeah.
It looks like most of the questions that are coming
Has to
today
do with
has to do
allergies.
with allergies. So pepper has something in it called capsaicin. Probably he may be allergic to that. Yes, and allergies take a different form for everybody. That's why doctor is saying sometimes when you come, we can properly assess you, look at, is it a mild form of reaction, is it moderate? Because his looks mild, it's just the itching, but it's bothersome, so definitely we'll give you something for it. But someone may be allergic to a particular foodstuff and may have dyspnea, like the person will not be able to breathe properly. So with allergies, there are a spectrum of symptoms. So it looks like he's allergic to it and would need further assessment. Definitely.
Okay, so Kingsley, you would have to go to the hospital and get that checked. You know, the thing about Ghanaians and Africans is we wait for it to be malaria or something very, humongous before we get to the hospital. But these are the little things that we need to start checking now. And I actually like the fact that we're able to, it's when I eat pepper that I feel this, when I, so that history taking will be a lot easier. Ooh, I'm a good nurse.
You are.
Right, so which one do we deal with? The IBS? Should we go there?
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get the exact question around IBS.
She was saying that. Give me a sec. Let me find that. But while we're at it, you can finish with the
with the
menses.
PCOS.
Yes, let me get that question.
So one of the common symptoms, of the PCOS is the irregular menstruation. And then sometimes you'd realize that you're also having acne. What causes that is now you have more of the testosterone. Testosterone is, if you would remember, the hormone that makes a man. So women also produce it, but it's in very lower levels. So when you have PCOS, you tend to have higher levels than usual. Yes, and then you tend to have acne on your face. You tend to have hirsutism. So you realize that sometimes they have facial hair.
Yes.
Yes. One of the most common symptoms of PCOS is that. Yes. So we give medications to help balance the hormonal levels. So I think she should come for further assessment.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great. Okay, she says I have had bloating and stomach pain after meals for a few weeks. Says could it be IBS or something more serious?
Okay.
So we have Samson. Hey, why is that today? IBS is not being treated. Hello, Samson.
Yeah, hello, madam.
Yes, I hope you're good and Madina is good.
Yeah.
All right, so let's hear
you're
you.
good too.
Yes, I'm good.
I don't know if mine is a problem or whatever, but anytime I have sex, after sex, instead of my dick sleeping, it will keep standing for like 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Do you take stimulants?
I only take water before having sex. That's all.
You only take water. You don't take stimulants. Nothing.
No, I don't take anything.
Okay. What
food does he eat typically?
What's your typical meal like?
My meal?
Yes. What foods do you normally eat?
Normal banku and this in Kumana.
Fantastic. I like it. I see. So how long does it stay on before going down?
Like 30 to 45 minutes.
30 to 45 minutes. I see. Okay, doctors. Why are you laughing?
Question.
Anyway, so who is going to go first?
Sorry.
Great. So, Dr. Sam.
Okay, so I would say that if he's not taking any medication like stimulants and he's eating right, he should also have a medical assessment to know whether he has any condition at all. I didn't get his age, but for example, people with sickle cell disease, they usually suffer from priapism. That is prolonged erection. So for them, sometimes it's sometimes prolonged, or even it never goes off unless they go to the hospital for medical intervention.
Really?
Before it is able to, yes. So there is a condition like that. So people like that can either have prolonged erection or even it's not going down at all. Yes, so we have conditions that can lead to it. So it can be from something that he's eating that maybe he has not really paid attention to, and maybe he couldn't tell us. But it could be from something. Yeah. But then what I would advise him to do is that he should eat well, eat a healthy, balanced diet, eat fruits and vegetables, drink a lot of water. He shouldn't be stressed or anxious or anything. Yeah. And then he should just feel free and then take his mind off it and then just...
but then he should still go to the hospital.
Yes.
Adding up just a little, sex is not just the physical, the mental, the psychological aspect also plays an important role. So the arousal state is caused by so many things. So even after, I would want to know, are you still in that arousal phase, that the erection is still there, still prolonged? Because if you are still in that phase, it's normal that it would be prolonged. Okay. So would want to assess him psychologically too, and make sure that, okay, with that he's fine. Maybe after I'm watching something or I'm still seeing whatever is arousing me. Yes. But it's not typical that it should, definitely it will not be as it was when you were actually having the penetrative sex. It should be a little flaccid, but that's why we say that he should come for assessment, because then I'll be able to ask the questions and then come out with what exactly is the issue. So
Charlie, issues though. Interesting. Pretty interesting. Because I mean, I wanted to ask, like, if it's regular when you ejaculate, shouldn't that be the end of it, or it would just? Oh my God, we have wild. Okay, Dr. Wisdom Effiong is on YouTube saying, "Well done, docs." Okay. Good morning, Dr. Wisdom. We missed you, but not so much because I have my ladies here helping me out. I'm taking some comments from Facebook, and then we can take your last words, and we can be out of here. Siahina, I wish you would help me with that. These comments. Okay. Oh no. Okay, somebody has to help me with that. But in the meantime, we can do the IBS real quick in just a minute, please. Sorry, but that's how much we have.
I think this lady is not experiencing IBS. It could be acid reflux or peptic ulcer disease.
All right.
Yes. So if she doesn't have diarrhea, the typical diarrhea, bloat. She says she has bloating and then abdominal pain. It's likely it may not be IBS. So I think she needs further assessment to be sure whether it's acid reflux or peptic ulcer disease for the information that she gave. Yes.
I see. Oh, we have one here. It says, "Hi, Biadela, please can you ask the doctors what I should do? Because anything I eat..." Oh, we don't have time for that, but I'm going to read it anyway. "I get phlegms in my throat. When I'm about to eat, there's nothing, but immediately I eat, there's phlegms that come in my throat. I keep clearing my throat and allow me to feel free to talk. What could be the cause, and what should I do?" Ooh. I wish we had time to deal with this. But this is what we would do. Okay, we're keeping it locked on Thursday.
Yeah.
All right. I know a week is like a long period, but don't worry. It's just going to come right now. So keep all your questions, keep them coming in, and then we'll definitely ask the doctors so that we give your answers. But I think, from what the doctors are saying, ideally, we all need to get to the hospital, get it checked. Okay, speak to the doctor at the hospital. Let them take your history and all of that. Then we'll. Thank you so much, Dr. Babio and Dr. Sam.
Thank you,
Pastor Buddy. Do you know Pastor Buddy?
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. So Pastor Buddy, he doesn't have a health issue, if that's what you're... Well, Pastor Buddy says hi and that he's enjoying your contributions. Yeah, Pastor Buddy is one person you can go without on the Wake Up Africa morning show in a week. Well, so thank you so much, my beautiful doctors, and thank you to the Bank Hospital for supporting the morning show. This has been it. Good conversation and everything that has to do with Africa. It starts with you and me. We're building a great Africa. We'll come back tomorrow with even greater conversations. My name is Precious Biatola. Keep it locked on Dominion TV.